Just a moment, I'm fixing the microphone. Not sure what made it go bad. I hope you can hear me now. Okay. And we're back. Sorry about that. Microphone was having some issues there. So, hello everyone. We're gonna start with the backend for our portfolio website. Currently, we have the front end almost done. And yeah, I think it's time that we started the backend. So let's do that. We're gonna start with the Node and Express, and then let's see what we can do afterwards. All right. So for that we need to install Express. That's the starting point. So on the index we're gonna just require the /server, and yeah, and then use server listen. Run a console log so we can see that the server is working. Alright, and then the port is gonna come from a config file, so I'm just gonna do this /config, and it's gonna be an object, so we're gonna just access the port config. Yeah, that should work. Alright, now for the server, we add the actual server. So here, yeah, this is where we're gonna do everything. So we import the express, and we're gonna need a bunch of things. Now, for example, we're gonna use helmets, so it protects and changes some headers, so our app stays protected with requests. And we're gonna use we're probably gonna need cars as well because our front end is gonna be on a different server deployment. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be on a different deployed URL, so we're gonna definitely need it. So npm install cars helmets. There you go. Next we can start using those. So this will be, so const server is express and server use helmets, and use cars and server use express body parser. I think that's the name of it. JSON, and we can pick a reference here from old projects, just so we can see exactly what I'm trying to accomplish here. So we have server file here. Let's see. It doesn't let me. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is what we're trying to do, right? So yeah, we're gonna need config. So our config file is gonna be required /config. There you go. We can always say which origins are allowed on our cars to make requests to the server. So I'm gonna do that, and it's gonna be coming from the config. So origin, it's gonna be config.origin, which is just gonna be an array. We'll go back to that. Express JSON, yeah, I was right. Okay, and we can also use hello and how do you prefer to be called? Your name is very weird. Use yeah, we're gonna use the logger function. That yeah, a logger function is just a function logger where we get all this stuff. Console log. Yeah, I might need to take a look. So that would be on global helpers. How's your day, evening, morning, afternoon, night going? Here, where I am, it's very early morning, and it's going very well. Thank you. Hi, Richie. Hope everyone's doing well. Finally got GraphQL down. Nice. I guess you're doing greater things. I'm a bit like coming down with yeah, I'm a bit with the cold, and now I have to keep muting and unmuting the mic. Yeah, the chat thing is almost like kind of working. It cuts off the letters. And two, I wrote a data packer today for personal use. Yeah, what's a data packer? I'm not familiar. So to continue, we're using the logger just so we can see what kind of requests are made in the console. And now we can use whatever routers we want. So in this case, I'm gonna call them about projects and FAQ. So exports packer and types where packer is a class and takes one argument. an object that has values that resolve to types. Then it can take an object that has the same keys and data of type to of a type to int array. You can do that and do what you want with. So is it like I assume this isn't JavaScript, is it? Or because you're talking about, oh, it is. Yeah, I need to take a look at that. Alright, so let's go back to our full screen. And yeah, just sometimes I'll be interrupted by my own nose, so let's see. Yeah, so we have 3 routers now. We need to make them, but first let's import, just so everything is made up here. And I'll just call it routes folder. Okay, so that's it for the server file. Let me just check what a data packer is, because now I'm curious. You got any? Yeah, you can post links. I think I don't have any restrictions on chat right now. Yeah. All right. Yeah, no problem. So we have a packer class, of course, yeah, and say, okay, so it's, yeah, okay, yeah. You have each key and you say the type of data that the key has. Can this be bigger? Yeah. Okay, so something I'm a bit confused by is what's the point, right? What's the point here? So to int array, what does this do, right? Where is it? See the result of, you click the like upside down V in the bottom right. Oh, okay, yeah, of course. Alright, so to int array makes a bunch of numbers. Yeah, I'm failing to. I'm failing to see the point of having numbers here. What's the purpose of this? Yeah, I get that the set of numbers is generated from the object, right? Um, but do like is there any use case, right, where you would use like the packer in order to do that? Because I'm trying to think of a way you would use it, right? Okay, okay. So just a way to compress data into numbers. Everything becomes a number. Is that it? But it doesn't obscure anything. It's just like encoded. You can decode it every time, right? Yeah. Okay. Pretty neat. I didn't know about this. Yeah, Richney, you can lurk. Don't worry. You give me a boost in stats. 50% views already. Alright. Now that I've learned something new, let's go back to stuff I already know. uh, I need to complete this server. I think I should be able to complete it today. Recently I added color to what exactly? Oh, the design, yeah. We did a bunch of stuff yesterday. Tuesday, not yesterday. We have SVG animations going on in the logo and the titles. You see this? Transitions? This is SVG. They're very slow, but I made it on purpose so it doesn't become annoying. Richie, yeah, I do have recordings. It's on the YouTube channel. I upload the streams there because they don't stay recorded here on Twitch. Yeah. Yeah, and would not believe the number of corner cases I had to solve. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. Alright, let's get these routers working so I don't have to comment code on the server file. The only thing that should be needed for it to work should be the router variable, and then we require express, and then we run the router method and should work, and then model exports everything equal, and there we go. And now I think we need to do the same thing on the server. And alright, we have the export server for it to work on the index here. Now we're gonna get into the debug section. So we're gonna go here and create a new configuration and use nodemon to set it up. We're gonna delete the old and get the new file there. I should add this to the ignore and install nodemon as a dev dependency. So now if we run this, it gives an error because the config doesn't work. So we create a config folder and another index file here. Model exports, and it's going to be an object with just the port right now because we don't have anything else. Or yeah, we do have the origin for the course, which will be the deployed link of our front end, which in this case it's this one. So yeah, and now you can see that the debugger is working, but yeah, we're going well. I think I might need to take a break to the bathroom real quick, and I'll be right back. Oh no, the music is gone. What's going on? Alright, let's keep going here. The server is running at the moment, but no, it's not. Okay, let's run it. Click here. Huh. Oh, I named the folder router instead of routes. There we go, running at port 4000. So now we can start making the database and the models before we do the routes and stuff. So to do that, we're gonna use Nex. So let's install that, and I'm actually gonna just take a look. Yeah. Yeah, so this one, yeah, install Nex. You see there's a discussion, cookies versus tokens going on. What's the end result now? Who's winning? Originally I like using both. Yeah. I guess that should complicate things enough. Using both is something I've never done, but we could see. Let's take a look. We have some links here. So this is another thing. Never use local storage. Yeah, we shouldn't use it to store sensitive data, of course, yeah, but for application data I'm actually using, right? So I'm using wherever it's coming back from the backend, I'm saving to local storage here, right? So even if the site is offline, it will work. I think this is a good call. Of course, you shouldn't save passwords and yeah, things in there. I'm still personally I prefer JWTs. I think they're very secure. Let's see if there's contesters on that. I'm sure there's flaws with it, but I don't think that there's a straightforward way of faking tokens or intercepting. Yeah. Alright, let's go back to our backend development. There's been way too much breaks going on here. We made a next file configuration. So we configure next to use SQLites on development environment. And the migrations and Cs are gonna go all into a database folder I think I'm actually gonna rename that folder to be /data instead. I like short names. There we go. Now we create migrations, create a seeds into the data, and we create a db config file. So db config. Here we're going to need to import next. We're going to need to import the environments, so that will be require config environments. Richney, just decrypt all the data you store. No way. There's no way I'm gonna do that. Isn't that just way too much? Is it really needed? Yeah, I know it's fast. Yeah, I can just set like one, 2, 3 iterations, and it will be pretty fast. But is it really required? Because I think if I just if I need to install that on the front end, it will take longer, right? Just because it's another package. Yeah. In this case, so for this site, because all the data that I'm storing on local storage is the data that's being shown on the screen, it doesn't really matter. So I think I'm just gonna leave it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's something else missing here on the db config, but we're gonna need to export the next with config. Oh, so the configuration. Yeah. Official Madcon, thanks for following. Config where. Oh, we got a Portuguese compatriots here. Boas means like hello. Next file. I think this is it. We got the next config, and then we send in the environment. There we go. If you can keep it to English though, I would appreciate it, but if you can't speak English, don't worry about it. Just speak whatever. I think it's way overdue a commit here. Oh, we don't have a package JSON. What? Is it npm init? Yeah. Alright, there we go. So nodemon should be a dev dependency, so I'm just gonna change that. Remove the trailing comma, and this should work for now. The git repo is fine. Yep. Alright. Let's see where else. So this is the other server packages, and other server with Express. This is gonna need some changes going on here. So this is other global configuration file, other next config, and finally other routers. Yeah, in Brazilian Portuguese, sure, it's oi. Yeah, but I guess it's Portuguese the same. Alright, we have a config. Oh, I know. So first thing that's missing, we're gonna need .env, so we can save our environment variables here. Yeah, I'm gonna create a file, and it's gonna have stuff in here which no one will know, not even you. So let's ignore that here, like this. And then we can run it on our server by doing require .env and then config. I'm gonna make a new branch for today, Thursday, and push into that branch. Everything is public. You guys can check out the code. Official Madkyun, do you think Vue is better than React? I wouldn't know because I haven't worked with Vue, but I intend to. Yeah, I'm working. So I started this website pretty recently, Monday this week, and I'm using technologies that I know, right? But then I'm gonna refactor with everything I can think of. So maybe we're going to try GraphQL, we're going to try Vue. I guess we can add that to the list. Yeah, I think we'll have to see and compare. I do think that the Angular is more widely used. So I think I might try that one first, because I've seen that Angular is I guess from the things I've seen online and like job posts and all that, it's kind of the main chosen one, I guess. Alright, let's see if the server still works. I think it does. So this .m file is gonna have secret environment variables, so I'm not gonna show you guys, but the way we do them is we got a variable and we equal to something here, anything here, okay, and that's it. That's basically it. And then if you want another variable, it's down here. And yeah, I recommend using caps for the names and underscore, so to separate words, and that's it. I'm gonna do this off camera. Let's see if I can separate this. I guess I can't. TypeScript is hard to learn or similar to JS. It's very similar, yeah, but so the thing with TypeScript is you need to define the types of the variables, so that's where the name comes from, right? So it's like if you have a variable that is a string, it is forever a string. It's not like it can't become a number or true or false or anything like that, okay? That's basically the gist of it, I think. But yeah, same thing with Vue. I haven't worked with it yet, but I surely will. I surely will. One thing at a time. I'm trying to finish the simple stuff here with the normal website, so I can deploy it and be done with it. Then I can start making. I think I'm gonna make like a branch for each technology that I'm gonna try, or maybe a group of them. I might try a group of them because I don't wanna just keep making the same website over and over. So I might just group like 2 or 3 different things and redo the website, just converting everything into those. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. I can't type this here, so I'm just gonna open this on another program and type it off screen. And yeah, so it's a good way to learn other frameworks. Yeah, I think so. I also think so. And because I don't want to keep doing HTML and CSS just to try a different technology, I decided to make everything on the same project, so it's faster that I reach those technologies. I don't just want to keep doing repeat stuff. So yeah. Alright, so we got some configurations now we can use. So here it's gonna be process.env node environment. Okay, we're using the node environment variable because we're gonna use Heroku to deploy the server, and Heroku uses this variable to say that it's in production. And yeah, this needs to be dynamic, so let's just make a fallback. If it doesn't work, it goes back to development. The port, now it's gonna be wherever the port in the environment file is. This it's fine, this is fine. And I think that's everything for now, but we'll see later. We're gonna start on making the migrations for the database. Alright, so for migrations, if I remember correctly, we use next, migrate, make, and then whatever. So create about wait. So let's see. Let me think how I'm gonna store the text. Yeah, I don't think I will store the about text. In a database, but the questions and the projects I will. So let's try projects first, and something happened. Let me see. Oh, I forgot to install SQLite. So yeah, I don't think I can make this bigger so you guys can see the commands, but I hope you can see them clearly. npm install SQLite 3 save. There we go. Is that all? Let's see. No. Migrate, make, and nice. Now if you go to the folders, there's a migrations folder here, and this is because the next file has a path here, so it goes wherever you say that it should go. So we have a new file, and we have the up function and the down function, both are required, and we return next.schema dot, and that's where it differs. So drop table if exists, which is going to be the projects table, and this is the create table part. We receive the table here, and I'm actually gonna pause if I can. Maybe stop. I'm gonna stop the server because it keeps restarting while I'm typing. Yeah, it's not really required. So the way we do this with next is if we want a field, right? So for example, the primary key is gonna be increment, so it's gonna be a default like ID column. Official Madcon, what's your schedule to the stream? It should be below the stream video. You can see like some information about the stream. It should be there. If it's not, let me know. But essentially is this week it was Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, morning and afternoon, 3 hours each, from 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. and then from 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Projects dot so we're gonna have a title, so it's gonna be a string title, and it's gonna be just the max string, maybe just 100. It's fine, doesn't really need that large. Projects dot string the summary, it's gonna be the max. Then we are gonna have the description, and here it's gonna be text, which is gonna be way larger. Let me just go check what else do we need. So if I want to check, I go to the reducers, title, there we go, title, summary, description, URL live, URL repo, yeah, okay. So these two fields are gonna be projects dot string as well. And I'm gonna leave that without limits, so it's gonna stop at 255. And now that's where we come in with not nullable, so it can't be empty. The title needs to be unique. The summary, live repo, okay. Everything else is fine. And we have projects going on now. I think we have this property here that shouldn't be here. I probably copy pasted from the questions. Yeah, this doesn't exist. Okay. Did you find the schedule? I hope so. Alright, this is the project's migration. Now we just select everything and copy to the other one. So we're gonna make, let's see, make create FAQ table. Yeah. Just gonna paste everything here, change the names. FAQ. I don't like this table name. Let's change it to questions. Okay. We have an increment. We have these fields are going to change. So question, answer, of course, right? And then this is gonna be done by our app. So here on the FAQ we delete everything here. We have these new fields. We do the table dot, that's gonna be a string, and the answer is gonna be text because it might be larger. And then we use this name for the column name, and yeah, we leave it without the limits and not nullable. But the question is gonna be unique, so we don't have repeated questions going on. Let's delete this comment here. Alright. Okay, so now if we run the migrations, right, we go npx next, migrate to the latest. Okay, this means that it will run everything in the migrations folder, and that should work. Yeah, we have a database. The VS Code program doesn't let me view it, but if I install an extension for it, which I did, it works. Okay, so I can open it, open database. It's gonna open a thing down here, and I can just pull it up, and we can see our tables here, which you guys can't see because I have my face on it. So can you see it? Yeah, there it is. We have a projects table. All our fields are here, and the questions here. These ones you can ignore because this is made by Nex. It doesn't really matter. You can just leave them as they are. They won't interfere. Yeah, this is just so we could view that the database file is working fine. But we won't need this Explorer for now. So yeah, database is created. Actually, we're gonna run, like, we're gonna add this command to our package JSON. I'm gonna go here, where is it? Scripts. This is gonna be update db, and we're gonna say that it's this command with the environment of development. And we can do the same thing with the testing environment. All right. Now we should go to the seeds, right? So for seeds, we're just gonna make them from here. So npx next seed make this is gonna be projects first, and we're gonna create already the second one for the Christians, which I gave it a bad name. So we remove this. Okay. So like it says in the comments here, we can see that we need to delete everything, so we're going to use truncate instead of delete, because truncate will reset the ID of the table, the auto increment, and the delete doesn't. Okay, and then yeah, we change the table name with projects, and now we can set a bunch of projects that we want. This I'm probably just gonna make a few dummy ones. So we're gonna need title, summary, description, URL live, URL repo, and that's it, right? And now that I'm thinking more on it, I think that we should also add a new field saying that it is active or not, because I don't really want to show all the projects, I think. Or maybe it's not gonna be called active, it's gonna be more like priority, right? I can show them all, I can show all the projects, but I want some of them to stay on top of the list, right? So yeah, I'm gonna add this to the migration. So we go here to the projects, and we add a field here, priority, not nullable. I want it to default to 0, but I'm pretty sure that SQLite doesn't let you, so I don't think that we're gonna need that. So in order to update the database, we're gonna need to do a rollback. You see that it went back to the beginning of everything, and then we just go back to the latest, and because it's using the updated file, it's gonna update here. We have a new field now. We can do this because we don't have data yet, so it doesn't mess up the database, but if we already had data here, we couldn't, so we'd have to make a new migration to alter the table. Okay, priority, there it is. So I'm just gonna make example projects here, but I'm gonna just make the real projects afterwards off stream, because I don't wanna just go and search for everything here. So this is a summary paragraph. Official Malcon. To make the front end, what do you use? I used React. I used Redux. I don't know if, yeah, I used the style components for the CSS. All of those you can check the last streams on the YouTube channel. I can post it for you. Let me just find. I really should make some shortcut for the YouTube channel here on stream. There we go. All 4 previous streams are there. Okay. Those, yeah, we did all of this in 4 different streams, including animations, basically everything. I didn't do anything off camera, so should be all in there. All right, let's go back. Yeah, this is gonna be, so for the description I'm gonna use a special character for so it's gonna save on the database like this. This is the description paragraph, but if I want to change paragraph, I don't want to just make another table for it to have multiple paragraphs. So I'm just gonna make some specific character, and then on the front end I can just split this string into an array, and it's gonna map over and make paragraphs, the different paragraph tags, right? But I guess this isn't like the best solution, but that's what I'm gonna use for now. We can use another solution afterwards if we find that. I'm just gonna use a bunch of paragraphs here, and then URL live is gonna be Google. And the URL repo, I just gonna copy the repo URL real quick for this project. Priority 0, and then this my own okay, and then we can just keep copying those. I'm just gonna make 3 and all of them is just gonna have different titles. Okay. So let's push this into the GitHub repo. Okay, so these 2 added SQLite and DV next scripts. Remove the necessary fields in projects. I'm going to leave now. See you later. Yeah, see you later. Reach a knee. Did you subscribe? I should have seen like some kind of notification. Alright, let's keep going here. Okay, this is the process can be Richie, did you subscribe or okay, let's just add everything. So added migrations and seeds for projects and questions. There we go. Push. You wanna see something cool? Let's see. Yeah, so I didn't see any of these notifications. So if you did subscribe, thank you. If you didn't, I'm not sure what to say there. I think it's just going to continue. Alright, let's see. So we have a database, so I think the only thing missing is routers, models. Yeah, routers and models. That's it. I think I'm gonna make the models in a different folder. So models. And this will be I guess FAQ model. Maybe I'll just call it by the table name questions model. Table name seems better. And a new one, projects model. The about router is just gonna have one endpoint, which is gonna be router.get/about, and we're gonna return we're just gonna res.status 200 okay, then JSON. We're gonna return a bunch of JSON. which for now it's gonna be this one. Okay, it's gonna be, I realize that it's gonna be fixed, so but I want a way to modify this text without having to change the code. So I guess I'll have to find a way to store this, or yeah, I'll find a way to store this efficiently. Okay. This one is done. FAQ router. Yeah, I'm gonna change the name of this. Let's go into questions router. Doesn't make sense to be FAQ. I don't like questions. Yeah. Alright, question router. So this one, yeah, I might have messed up here. So this one is just / instead of /about. Otherwise this would be /API/about and /about again. So it doesn't really look good. So that will be just /API/about. That's fine. Now let's see, the projects is gonna be a little bit different. So router.get, and we got the /. So for this one we're gonna need a model. So projects, we're gonna require the models of the projects, model projects, and this model is gonna export default, and it's gonna export a bunch of stuff, which I'm gonna make at the end of the file. But now we can type like find projects. We send in a filter, and it's going right here. There we go. Return. Oh, I forgot something. The DB. I need the database. So this would be require the one from the dbconfig file. So let's just close this one, dbconfig. So data/dbconfig. So this should be find projects, and return db. We query the projects table, where the filter that we send in, and we return the first one, and then that's it. Just the first one. Okay, now if I want all of them, I guess I could just get, I I guess get projects, just get all projects so it's more clear, and I remove the first. Now let's do something that if there's no filter we return the whole table, but if there is we return the however many results. I guess now we just keep going with the other functions that we're gonna need. So we're gonna need the delete projects. Just gonna take an ID and then we're just gonna do like this and delete. We're gonna need update, so update projects. So if I remember correctly, this is update, and now we send in the projects, the new projects. I'm not sure how to read that name. Suvarna. Hey, how is Lambda School? It's going pretty good for me. Going pretty good. I think that I've been doing very well. I've completed all challenges and build weeks, and yeah, on the first attempt, and I've also excelled at them. So yeah, I think it's going very well. Is everything going well with you? Projects ID. I need a project here. Update. Yeah. I think that we're gonna need .10 and if I remember correctly, this gets me an ID, but I'm not sure. So we're gonna return the projects with the ID. I think I might be missing something. I'm just gonna check from the build week, the most recent one. Where is it? Let's see, models, right? So let's go here to the users, add user, update user. Oh, add, yeah, that's the one that's missing. So add projects, yeah. Yeah, I can repeat that for you. You have bad internet, okay. Is everything going well with you? Lambda School is going great for me. New projects, so projects. Learning code 2 on free code camp. Alright, well done. Yeah. It's not very easy to learn code by yourself, is it? Alright, projects. this and get projects. There you go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I could have learned all of this without Lambda School, but it would take me more time. I like to have some structure, and I don't have to worry on what to learn next, because Lambda School has a great curriculum. So but now that I'm going into labs now, so labs is a real project now. It's not just a Lambda School challenge now. We have a month to do it. I think that's a month, if I remember correctly. And yeah, we had this week off before labs because of Thanksgiving, so I started streaming because I have nothing else to do. I guess it was about time to do a portfolio website. Let's see. So this model is very complete, very complete. I think that I might just change these names, but we won't need them. Get all. So what's going on here? Are you having problems streaming? I think you skipped frames. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know. Here on my computer it works fine. I don't know if there's some skip frames, but I think it depends on the internet, right? The internet connection you have. It might just be laggy right now for you, I don't know. All other streams work fine, really? I don't have anything heavy running, so it should work perfectly. Can anyone else confirm that frames are being skipped? Because I want to know if it's a problem from my configurations here, so I can fix it. If anyone else has some weird issues going on with the stream, please give me a warning in chat. Well, I have a weird issue going on there. I don't know why this one is complaining. Let's see, what does the error say? Missing scripts. Oh really? We don't have a start script. That's very bad. Mon index.js. Expected token. Oh really? So is it here? Is it from these ones? No. Const delete projects. Oh, we can't use delete. There we go. Activate one. All right. I mean, if anyone else has problems with the stream, make sure that you tell me. Alright, projects. So let's go back to the router. Here we're gonna get all the projects, so get all. Okay. What's the model? Projects model. Is it being exported? Yeah. Oh, this is not like this. What am I doing? Module exports. Module exports. It's an object. Does that work now? No. Okay. Alright. Now it should work. Nice. So we get them all and then we do something else with the projects, but I think I'm gonna use the async await instead of promise syntax. So let's see, const projects equals await projects get all, and we have to do it. I have to do it either with async await or with projects get all.then projects and then a function here, right? So this is promises, but we're gonna do async await. So if we have projects, so projects dot length. If we have projects, we do response dot status is 200, and we send back the data projects. Otherwise, res dot status projects were not found. So I think we're gonna use try catch for this. Try catch error, and next error. All right, so we're gonna have an error middleware that will catch all these errors. So let's do that. So router use error request response next. Richly, I'm on my phone and it's lagging. Oh no. Maybe it's my internet that sucks. There's nothing I can do actually. I can try and just delete the music and that should fix some of it, but I'm actually just running it on 144p, so it shouldn't really take that much. Let's see, let's do a check here just in case. Yeah, there's nothing else using my internet. So it's my internet that sucks. Sorry about that. So yeah, if we get an error, we're gonna do status, and we're gonna say that it's gonna be error.status or it's gonna be 500. So then JSON. Yeah, I'm not downloading anything, it's just the stream working with the internet right now. So if it lags, it's a combination of my internet sucking and yours as well. Might be that. So yeah, is it like really bad, or can you just see most of it? So with this error middleware, we can do a message here, and we can also send a status, and yeah, it will work. So if we do no projects were found, and then for then we're gonna need another one of get as well, and this one is gonna be by ID. So this one is gonna need extra middleware here. So validate ID. And then we're gonna do validate requests. what it post requests, and we're gonna respond with the status 200 and JSON request.posts. This is not a post. What am I doing? This is a projects. Projects. There we go. So we're gonna do validate ID here, and this one as well. So this one is just gonna fetch the ID parameter from the request. So we do request.params, and it's gonna get the ID because of this name, right? So if we do if we call /API /projects/1, it's gonna get the first project, but we need to validate if ID and that if we convert the number, if we convert the ID, if it's an integer number as well. So if we don't get a number, so if we get like some text here, it won't work. So in this case, we do next without anything in here because it's a success. Otherwise, we give an error that says message and a status. So the message would be invalid project ID, and the status would be maybe 401 bad requests. Okay. So the other one is just so that we have the project from the database, and if it doesn't exist, it can't proceed. So we're gonna get the same thing again. So we're gonna do this. And I'm actually gonna try something here. Yeah. So let's try requesting from the server. Localhost 4000 /API/projects/1. What happens? Nothing. So no errors. That's good. So if that's good, then we can proceed. So projects dot get one, and then we do the ID is the ID. So we just do ID. Async let's do the same way. So this is a project equals await projects.getOne, and then we do if there's a project.id, if there's something like this, exists, we can do success, so it's next. Otherwise the project doesn't exist on the database. Okay, so this one will be error. We'll go back to that, but first, before we do success here, we want to save it on the request object, so we do request.project equals project, so that we don't have to get it again when we don't have to make another request to the database on our router here. And in this case I won't need this, but I will need it here. So try and catch. This one is gonna be next error. This one is gonna be message. Project not found, and it's 404. Let's check the music real quick. I have pretty huge problems with the music on the first two streams with copyright on YouTube, so now I have a specific no copyright music playlist. So this should work. So if the project exists, it's gonna succeed here and go to the next, so it's gonna go to the endpoint here, this one, and if it doesn't, it's an error. Okay, so compress all of these. I'm gonna comment this. So error middleware. This is validation middleware. Both of these functions. All right. So let's see if that works now. Project 1. Project not found. Okay, did I run the seeds? I probably didn't, right? Yeah. So yeah, I kinda started with the seeds and then forgot to do the questions one, but I guess I'll do it now. Questions. Let's see here. So question answer. You know what? I'm gonna need a priority field here as well. Makes sense, doesn't it? I think so. So this is gonna be integer, and here as well. So I had this wrong already, so that's alright. So let's roll back and come back to the latest. and now seed run, but first let's do this one. So question and answer, delete all of this. Question is something, answer is more something else. Let's see, what is the question? The question is just question. All right, post this. I think 2 of them is enough. Now we run them and let's see what error is coming in. Oh, I forgot priority. I'm actually gonna do a test. So I insert this one afterwards, but I'm gonna do higher priority. So to check if it will work. There we go, success. Alright. Can close this. Okay, we got 2 routes. Let's make another one. So this one will be posts. Here we're gonna need a different kind of validation, so we need a new function here. We need to validate the fields that come in for creating a new project. So the response is gonna be async try and catch. But before the response we need to insert. So this is const, and then we get the project here, but it's coming from rec body, request body, and we do const new projects, and we do projects dot add one, and we do something here, right? But we do with the await. All right. To see the fields, it's gonna be pretty easy. So just copy all of these. They're all required. So copy all of these. And just to make sure everyone understands, I'm doing this because I only want the fields that the project actually has, because if I did something like this, right, I can send wherever I want in the body, and it would run against the database to try to add, right, and I don't want that to happen. So just specific fields coming in, and then same thing will happen here. So here we're adding an object with those fields and those values specifically only, and we're gonna validate them first so that stuff, bad stuff doesn't happen. Here is a simple check. So if new project and new project has an ID, we do success here, and we return the new project JSON. Otherwise, it's an error. And this one would be, actually it would be 500, so I don't need to add anything because it's the default. And the message would be couldn't add project to database. Yeah. So the router endpoint is done, but we need to do the validation now. So let's start with this. Then we're gonna just do basic validation here. So if not title, or yeah, so we're just gonna do a bunch of conditions. If some of those doesn't, I mean any of these, if any of these fields doesn't exist or doesn't have contents, it won't allow it to go forward. So request next. Okay. The thing is that the priority might be 0 sometimes, so 0 equals false, and it would do a false positive here and give an error every time. So we need to do type of priority is different than a number. If it's not a number, it errors. Everything else is a string, so there's not much I can do. I can, however, I can check the title for the length, but let's do that afterwards. So this would be next error. So message would be missing required one of the required fields, and status is bad requests. So if everything else works, most of these will be already in the correct shape, but I think that I'm gonna just make a bit of a check. So if title.length higher than 100, or summary dot length higher than 255, or and I'm just gonna go through just so we don't have weird things coming in. Okay, so title, yeah, or there we go. So not, we can't accept way too big strings, so this will be contents exceeded maximum length. Maximum allowed length, and I'd say bad request as well. Alright, and then I guess we can do next. So it should be fairly hard to do a pod post here. Fairly hard, yeah. So this one is done. Let's go on. Just duplicate that and gonna do a put on a specific ID. So we're gonna use the validation of the ID again, but we're also gonna validate the posts because it's gonna be an edit, this one. So everything is gonna come on a rec body again. This one is gonna be different, so update the project, and this one will be update 1, and this function needs an ID as well, so this will be const ID from rec.params. I think this is it. Let's see, update 1, yeah, ID and project, that's right. Okay, and this one is couldn't update project info. Maybe not, yeah, okay. So this one should already be working, and now we just have a last one. The last one is the delete, and yeah, I just validate the ID, remove all of this, remove this, it's deleted, if it was deleted, JSON will be successfully deleted projects. And yeah, this one should also be easy, so delete 1 and ID. This should be could not delete projects. There we go. One thing I should change is the router name, because I'm gonna have more routers and then I'm just gonna confuse the files. So this is gonna be called projects router, which everything will work the same, just so we can see better. And another thing is we're gonna add a folder called middleware and paste all of these functions in there, like this. So this is index.js, then export module exports, and then we're gonna export all of them. Handle, handle errors. I'm gonna have to modify the error middleware a bit, so we're gonna make a function that will take the router name. We'll take the router and the name. So the name, and the name and the actual router, and then whatever router we send in, it's gonna use this function, this middleware. Or maybe maybe I'll just do this. No, I want more information. So yeah, I'll use it like this. It will make sense soon. This validation middleware, okay. And now we go to the projects router. We import the middleware. And I think I'm gonna destructure all the file function names so we can use them as they are. So copy all of this, go into the router again, there we go, and then we need to handle the errors where projects router, and there we go, and I think, yeah, so here it will be like file, and it will be the name of the file that the error comes out of, so we'll have some information where to go. I'm kinda like speeding through this. I don't know if anyone has questions. Everyone's like quiet in chat. You can ask me stuff. All right, let's see. Let's commit all of this. So other priority fields. Other seats. let's model other questions, model other routers, other middleware. This one will be just everything else. Other start scripts, database, renamed router. There we go. Alright, everything should be live. Let's see. When I mean live, I mean on the GitHub repo. So, I don't know what else is missing. Let's close all this. The questions router, of course. Okay. I think this is the last one. So, in order to do the questions, I'm just gonna copy paste all of this in here. I just change the names, so it's gonna be easy. I'm gonna click here, find by match case, okay, and then match all of these projects and call them questions. And the projects with a big letter, it's gonna be called questions with big letter. And now I just have to change the middleware, create the specific middleware for them. So this will be validate question, and this will be as well question. I just need to make them. The model is pretty much the same, it just changes the table, right? So I probably could make like a centralized I forgot the name. It's like we would use a function that changes the table name. So the model exports would be some function like table model with a name. let's try that. It seems interesting. Let's see. So we would have a function that will be like table model, and then it takes a table. The table has pretty much always the same methods, and then we would declare them here, and then the name, this name. Oh, so the function should be inside here. The name is the table variable, like this. Change just this name to be more global, like data. And then we have a global model for all tables. Let's see. I think this will work, but I'll have to call. So this will be index.js. Remove the questions model. And now here on the router, I would do projects that require models and say that the table is projects. Because this will return the function, but I run the function with the table name, and it returns the methods for a specific table, right? So I should work. Yeah. So now I can use this on the questions. And I use the questions table instead, so I don't have to repeat code. And I guess there might be a way to do the routers the same way. But I won't get into that right now. It's more complicated than the models, I'm sure. So okay, let's commit all of this. Refactored models to be centralized. I forgot the name of the thing. Yeah, refactored models to use same structure for multiple tables. Let's move this. Okay. Yeah, the questions router. Okay. Oh, I have to do the middleware. I almost forgot. Yeah. Okay. And I need to change these fields to be question, answer, and priority. So we have to do middleware here, but it should be pretty similar to the other ones, so the only thing that changes is the fields. Function press next. So this one validate posts, and this one is the requests. Oh right, I kind of forgot that we have to import the models here. So projects, I'm really liking this new function. Questions. Alright, questions. It's pretty simple. Alright, should work. Now we change this. Here, question. Change it to questions here instead of projects. And this should already work. We export. And we change the fields, so now this will be question, not found, and that's it for this one. These fields become question and answer. Not question or not answer, missing one of the required fields, and then if the question has more than 255, and that's it, that's no more than this. So, okay, all of this should work. I kind of forgot to write the async here because we have a wait, so we need this. And okay. Questions at all. Okay. I think everything should be in place now. Alright, I think that I'm gonna commit all of this. Alright, let's go. Added questions, router and the respective middleware. So I guess the backend is like 90% finished. Okay, it's really, there's not much left, I'm sure. So this afternoon, in about 2 hours, I'll make another stream, and we're gonna complete everything. XD 123. Hi, do you know Vue? I need help with something. I can try and help you. Do you have a good explanation of the problem? Can you show me like a print screen, something that's going on? Just we have some extra time here. Let's do that. But yeah, like I was saying, we'll do another stream this afternoon, and we're gonna connect the backend to the front end with Redux and make sure everything works. And then we're gonna deploy everything as well, if we have time. I think we will. So XD, we're gonna need a pretty good explanation. So is there like an error going on? Is there a specific problem that you're having that you can't achieve, or is it an error that you can't fix? I know how you have app.js and then all our components or index.js. Yeah, sure. Do you know how the front-end files are set up? I mean, do you have a project already, or are you just asking, right? do you have a project going on, or are you just asking just because I haven't worked with Vue, but I'm pretty sure I could work with it. Yeah, I just learn the different stuff, but it's not much difference. All right, let's take a look. So you have, yeah, assets, JS, components. That's pretty nested. Okay. And what's the issue going on? Want to make a global function? Yeah. Not want to write the code index here. Okay. So you want to make a global function that every component can use, is that it? And then you don't want it to be on a component or a index.js, right? Is that the problem there? If that's the case, I would just say, for example, you would make a folder saying like helpers or some different name that you want to give, right? That you use. So for example, you will go to your component I don't know, navigation, right? And then you would import it, right? So import, I mean, you can use whatever you want. So you can go import helpers slash do something.js, okay, and then you have the function there. So let me just take a look, because I've never worked with Vue. Yeah, so you have import navigation slash component slash navigation, right? You would do import helpers from slash helper slash do something.js, I think, but don't forget to export on the helpers file, otherwise it doesn't work, right? So it needs to be exported. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think Vue is that different from the React. I'm talking as if I was doing it in React, so that should work. Gonna have to include it in Webpacks. I mean, if you have where is it? So you're saying that you need to include it. Why? It's already there, isn't it? Your entry is at index. If you make a folder right where you have the assets here, if you make a folder inside here, where I am right now, on assets.js folder, yeah. Is that good? I think it will work. Yeah. Okay. So great. This is the end of the stream. I'll come back in the afternoon. We're gonna connect the backend to the front end, and we're gonna deploy it as well. And yeah, XD, if it doesn't work, come back in the afternoon. I'm sure we can take a look if that's not the solution. All right, I'll leave you guys with some music, and yeah, thanks for following.